The horrors of Yui. The enemy whom politicians had assured the American public was beaten had gained control of almost the entire ancient city of Yui in northern province. On a cold, rainy and foggy day, US Marines and ARVN troops began the bitter fight to take it back. It's a dirty job, so the Marines gotta do it. It's an assault against the Vietnamese defending. And we're bullshit. I don't want to play with the Marines. Not now. We played quite a lot of those. Ooh, it's a city fight. It's pretty much also over before I get to do anything. Looks like a lot of infantry squads and APC type units called tanks. So I doubt the North Vietnamese will be hope here, unless it's something like a 6-7 turn mission. Yeah, they have miniguns. How much of an army do we have? We have a respectable force: bunkers, sappers, AA guns, AA machine guns. Snipers too. Be interesting. No artillery. Interesting way they put the bunkers here. This is pointing at these two hexes only. It is totally worthless. Huh. Okay, there's a force coming from the south. It looks like they're coming from south heading north. There's an effective range of an AA gun. It's about 40 hexes. They're shooting at 50. Their visibility is so piss poor. I mean, it's 15. That I don't have to do anything about them. I'm more or less looking at the effective ranges. It's determined by the main weapon. So it's about 8. Let's have some recoilless rifles. Don't fire unless they're right next to you. I think same with the RPG teams. Enemy has tanks. We have a very limited selection of anti-tank capability. I do not want to throw it away. We have a couple of, well, this is an anti-air machine gun. Devastating to infantry, worthless against vehicles. Right, what exactly is coming our way? Well, it's a typical APCs, but recoilless jeeps. Okay, this is a... no. Where the hell did there was definitely a minigun sound coming. Where the hell is that one coming? Want to look at this. Well, that's a worthless unit. I wish. Ooh, holy shit! They have cobras. Cobra. Copper combat helicopter. That's where the minigun comes from. 40mm cannon, probably 2, and some rocket pods. Excellent. Can I shoot at it? No. Not sure I can do all that much to it. We have a... Ooh, holy ass. Right, they're massing here quite nicely. Effective range 15. So I think we should pull away. We more or less wanted to see what's coming our way. It's a mass of tanks, APCs, helicopters, and all that. This might have been interesting to play with the Americans. There is not enough troops here to hold them back. Just no way. The question is, do I even want to try it? There's another group coming here. Not sure if this can even affect the jeep. Can't. But there's no infantry here, so these guys are basically boned no matter what happens. At the same time, I'm not sure I want to pile these right on top of each other. It'll be very tough to get anything done that way. The thing is, I can't exactly leave the infantry units on their own either. I mean, no, not infantry, but the anti-air gun. It's a very valuable unit, but even a couple of infantry squads will basically take it out where it is now. It's not a good place to be. But looking at things, I'm not sure if I can really afford to do all that much about it. Maybe if there isn't all that big of an attack coming from this direction, but that's also somewhat of a big if. I think especially the sappers need to be closer to the targets. You don't react to anything, please. Just let them come to us. I don't see what we can really do here. We're gonna lose this, that goes without saying. Yeah. The positioning of our troops is just god awful. It's very hard for us to effectively cause all that much damage. By the time our troops are revealed, it's basically they lack any kind of support, and they're supposed to take on a huge wave of enemies. It's not going to work. It just isn't. And what did it shoot at? A jeep. To be fair, that's probably the best thing it could have done. We have squads nearby, but here's the but. Always the but. We can fire once, then we're boned. Sniper might be able to harass them a little bit, get them to react fire. The thing about snipers is we need to move every time we fire. This unit is dead no matter what I do, we might as well shoot at the jeep. Well, we got some damage. Only says just some damage. I'm trying to figure out, is there anything realistically useful we could do? And I don't see it. We've already lost these. The fact that the text that we were on caught on fire, that was pretty much the death sentence for us. Might be able to harass the helicopter with a sniper. I don't know how effective that would be. Because of their evasive maneuvering, we might get them to yes, this doesn't work. They might actually drive them away, right? I'm not sure how effective that really is going to be, but might make their operating here very tough. Well, that didn't last. Yeah, I just don't see what I can really do. With a different positioning of troops, maybe something would be we could be do here, but no. This is this is done in a way where we might be able to do a little bit of damage, but we can't put up an effective resistance to stop them. Ooh, that was a great team. Screwed over two APCs basically. It's important in a sense, if we can get rid of most of their infantry squads, then things get more complicated for them. Free tank kill. I don't think it matters all that much. 2 free tank kills. That matters. Right. Will start to matter at least. I killed the crew. Ooh, this is good. It's reacting to us instead of the crew that can kill him. I get another shot at him. You're an RPG-17. So don't shoot at the tank that's right next to you, but the crew that's on the edge of extreme range of our weapons. I love that. I don't love the assault thing. Oh, okay, it's separate squad. I thought it was an infantry squad. So it would have been. I was basically wondering why not use the anti-tank missile weapon they have. But if it's a separate squad, they don't have one. Please don't fire, please don't fire, please don't fire. Fuck. Yeah, the thing's gone. Lost the sappers too. Yeah, I know, I knew it was a bit risky, but I have to try something. I've done this before. Ah, shit. Not an effective way to fight, I'm hoping for suppression. Still ready. Okay, we're risking another squad. But we need to get the tanks. The tanks are something I can't really effectively counter with anything but the rifle squads. So it's either that or nothing. Shit. I wish they wouldn't assault like that. But I guess there's nothing I can really do. But the problem is they only take a single shot and then they're so suppressed they can't do anything else. When they would, I would prefer them to just take multiple shots. Yeah, this is gonna suck for us, but gotta do it. Yeah, it's not. I don't understand it because it doesn't. The failed assaults don't do anything to the tank, and you use all your shots. So I would basically prefer if we would just. Yeah, if we basically go next to it and try to take a couple of shots at it. That's it. Maybe it's not great, but it would preferable to us. At least we got the tank. That's almost a platoon of tanks gone. Without a doubt, they have more, but the rest of it is something we can reasonably even consider taking down. So it's not nearly as bad. Uh, okay, I'm not actually sure how this is gonna go. I was a bit more pessimistic earlier. Now I'm not so sure. We're gonna be helped if the enemy AI screws things up somehow. Also, I would prefer not to waste the RPGs on these. I'm wasting a lot of shots on the infantry because I feel the infantry is in fact the worst threat for us. As long as the infantry is there, there's no reasonable way I could possibly hold on to these locations. If we get some of the infantry gone, cause casualties on the tanks, yeah, that'll change things quickly. Not sure if we should stay here. The helicopter is gonna screw us over. Mm, there's no point waiting so far away from the action. If we play our cards right, they'll never come here. Also, if we spread things out too thinly here, they can just walk right over us. I haven't spotted too much artillery coming our way either. Sappers definitely need to be closer to action. They're worthless here. They can effectively take on targets that are right next to them, and that's basically it. Wait. RPG-7 here, so far away from all action? I don't think so. Bunkers basically are gonna fire on everything they see, but they're never gonna see all that much. Another sapper squad. Not sure if there's any point in having sapper squad so far away from the action. This is not in a bad place. They might try to rush us or something. I'm betting everything worthwhile will come from the south. I could be wrong. I don't think I am. We want to waste our snipers. If nothing else, they can be used to harass the helicopters. Once their armor starts chipping up a little bit, then we're in a good position. Oh shit. This is gonna be tough. Hopefully we can suppress them a little bit. Mobile tank. Yeah. Taking down the pattern on the previous turn is gonna be incredibly costly for us. But it's not like we can... There are no good choices there. We have to pay some kind of price for it. We also need to keep in mind that while the helicopters are incredibly dangerous, there's a limited amount of ammunition with them. Also, they've fired a huge amount and moved. Not sure if they can respond to anti-air fire anymore. This has fired on the same target for a couple of times already. Yep, we took damage. That's a big deal. We might get back into action, but it's gonna be a much tougher time of it. Right. We need to take a shot at the helicopter no matter who shoots. We can still see it. If we could whip it a little bit more, that would be great. Shit. We need to be somewhere else. Now that they know that my location of my HQ, it's not a good place to be anymore. Okay. Let's hope we get lucky. Excellent. Retreating tank that is immobile. We will not risk going to that area anymore. But this is a perfect place for us. The smoke screens are permanent here now. There are gonna be more infantry squads coming here. So I think we're gonna hold the ground. Engineering squad retreating. Do not waste the RPG shots. Okay. We need to block this road. There's a high probability something else is gonna come through there. I don't know if we need to do anything else. This is not a good place to be for this squad. The tank will be able to shoot at this location sooner or later. So we need to make some moves. I'll go for the flag or something. Shit. Don't retreat, don't retreat. Oh shit. It wasn't a horrible fight necessarily, but wasn't a good one. I should have just pulled back a little bit. Concede the area to them. What about you? These are fairly solid backups, I feel. Not particularly useful for us now. Yeah, this is bad. We can react to the engineering squad there. Alternatively, try to take down the helicopter. I don't think we can use the RPG against it, so it's assault rifle only. At that point, it would be better to do something else. This squad will basically die if it stays here, and I would hate to waste it. These guys just don't see good targets. Sappers. Much our only hope if they get through. We also could go after the helicopters now. A little extra fire under their ass. Yeah, it won't actually do all that much, but it's moving at 70 miles per hour, so it's moved quite a lot. It'll take a time before it can get back into action. And even if it can, it'll still mean it's a couple of turns out of the fight. That's actually just fine. Right. It'll give time for the troops here to settle things. Can we get more out of the snipers? I don't think so. Right, I'm fairly pleased how things are going. We aren't exactly winning, but they're not coming through either. Yeah, they're trying to push through in with the infantry, but it's not really working either. It's gonna be forced into very close quarter combat. Yeah, they're returning. The bottom helicopter will basically, it might have even retreated, I don't know. But the mobility is such a huge thing. So if I can get it to retreat, it's basically gone. So a little bit of harassment on the Cobras is enough. We don't need to destroy them. That's a good thing to know. So it again puts into question how much anti-air capabilities that can actually destroy a Cobra attack helicopter, for example, do you really need? At the same time, no matter how unrealistic it is that you could drive it off with a couple of infantry squads, it is still the game mechanic that if you go out of the map, you're out of the fight. So we might as well take as much advantage of it as we can. Now this might be a little bit of back and forth here for a while. But if this sapper squad buys even a couple turns without the helicopters harassing us, it's more than worth it. Still, always need to keep in mind that they have a limited amount of ammunition. So I'm not sure how big of a threat they are. Ooh, they abandoned the tank. Hmm. Still, I wonder what their plan is. There's a lot of infantry coming through here now, so I don't want to move too much. Rifle squad. Not sure this is a good time to push forward, try to go for the flag, maybe after a couple of turns. Not now. Too soon, they're still in too good of a condition. Sapper squad, I'm not sure how much we should push forward. Should we push forward? They're within the firing range, but they're also in a very good condition. So if I start firing now, I think I'm going to be the one who ends up losing. Okay, I need more sapper squads. Can you see anything? No. Good. There's so much infantry coming through, basically. Now there's firepower here. Holy shit, you can see something. It's not a good target, but it's the first target this guy has ever seen, so I'll take it. I think most of the vehicles are in dire condition here, so I'm not sure we need to hold back too much fire. It's rare to get an opportunity to fire on anything, so we probably should just take it. SMG. Not sure I want to take that shot. They still have vehicles after all. Oh, it was on fire anyway. Yeah, that was not a good place to be. Okay, we can see some infantry. Ooh. But that's it. Would be a bad time for the infantry here. Okay, it's a lot of retreating units. . But they still have vehicle support there, and that's always the problem. It means I can't really push forward all that much. Still, it also means we're not in a terrible situation by any means. Yeah, we can't push forward, but we're not really seeing all that much of a push forward from them either. So I'm more or less pleased with how things are now. They're getting catastrophic casualties on the infantry front now. And Cobra returns. Yeah, that squad is gone. Still, I'm pretty sure there's only one Cobra left anymore. So the one we shot and damaged, that retreated from the area. We can more or less just push the other one back, interrupt its killing. But we cannot really take it down all that effectively. Still, I'm more or less happy with what I'm seeing. We're doing better than I expected we would be doing at this point. Where the hell did you come from? Again, we probably should wait a couple turns. We need maybe 2 to 3 turns to reach that. Maybe a similar amount, no, 2, 3 to reach that. So we can fight and wait for a few turns easily. It's the only squad that could reasonably drive the Cobra away. It's not gonna last, but what is? More or less it's gonna land somewhere near here anyway. I'd rather it take down a RPG-17 that's more or less works in this location anyway, than something useful. Yeah, there's a lot of APCs holding the ground there. So I can push forward here, but it'll come with a great cost. Cost that it's not going to be worth it. On the other hand, if I wait a few turns, I might get all of that without massive casualties. Right, 9 men killed, unit dispersed. And now they have to rush through the sapper squads, which is pretty much impossible. Sapper squads aren't necessarily great at attacking, but holy shit, they have good light weaponry and they tend to have satchels, charges or flamethrowers. So it's pretty much instant death for infantry. And they're gonna overwhelm the... No, they're not even overwhelming the bunker. Okay. It's oh, you. Oh, the situation is stable if nothing else. Still, they're throwing new infantry squads at us constantly. Right, they bypassed us partially already. And that's interesting. This just pinned. How the hell did this one get here? I mean, I've been looking at this location constantly. So they must have come through here somehow and turned. I need to bring someone to the forefront to tackle these. Shit. Yeah, we're dead. So we can't really afford to do that either. Survivors disperse. And I suppose I could block them, but there's a lot of attacking coming through here now, so I don't think I want to. But we need to do something about them now. Ready, rifle squads incoming. If I go next to engineers, I'm probably going to be horribly killed. Yeah, there's a nasty, nasty situation in the end. Well, we could send a sniper to handle things. Yes, I'm not sure if a sniper can handle things. Yeah, now they're overwhelming us. The funny thing is, they're overwhelming us with troops that only have 2 to 3 men in this entire squad, and we can't get any casualties in them. US HQ. Ooh. It brought the Cobra within the firing range of our anti-air guns. Also annihilating my infantry. Yeah, this bunker is gone. No, not here. Okay, this is an interesting situation. They're throwing a lot of units into the fight now. We're surrounded by enemy. I can't move. At the same time, if I don't move, I'm probably gonna be dead anyway. Ah, well, not much I can do about it. You have a chance to wipe out the US HQ. And they're gone. That is a big deal. Now, when the casualties come, there's really no way to recover from that. Well, no easy way to recover from the loss of morale. We'll have to be fairly careful with who do we start with shooting with this turn. I can easily drive away the helicopter, that's not an issue. Question is, who do I want to do it with? Yeah, the AI cons can't see it anymore. It looks like we might have to just use the RPG-17 to do it. It's not going to do any real damage to it, but it's also fairly harmless to do it that way. They want to push here in the future, they're gonna have to pay a heavy price for it. Right. Can I really do anything else? Maybe. I think we're better off just sitting here for a couple turns. And he returns. I think the Cobra will actually run out of ammunition. It's the likeliest scenario I can foresee. He's doing killing constantly now, and I haven't seen any kind of a minigun or autocannon fire or rocket fire for a while. Just the machine guns now. So I think we're basically just going to let him run out of bullets, more or less. Not exactly a... Ooh, there it is. It's the same one. I don't think so. No. So... Shit. I mean... Well, it's likely the one that's damaged. There could be more, I guess, that they've kept in reserve or for some reason. He will see me though. That's goes without saying, I think. Oops. I forgot that we are having enemies coming at all from all directions now. Yeah, this is pretty tough. If I go there, I'll get attacked. If I go there, I'll probably get attacked too. Ah, crap. Anywhere I go, I will get attacked. Maybe not. I gotta do something. Not like our defenses can handle the fact that they can just walk right in the middle of us. We need to be able to push back a little bit. I would almost die. Got the job. And there's 3 squads gone. Right, not bad at all. I'm thinking of staying still with this one because of the sudden appearance of the helicopter. Can probably detect things fairly well for a while. At the same time, I can't afford to wait too long anymore. I've got to do something. And there's the Cobra. It's certainly within range that we should do something about it right now. Drive it away. The first squad has the best chance to do it without too many casualties. If I leave it there, if I go next to it, it's gonna be a nightmare too. But shit, I don't think there are good options here. Basically, hope that it'll go against something that we don't care too much about. I don't like that. That's pretty weak. Shit. Did it destroy a unit there? Maybe. That would mean it doesn't have too many shots left. But yep, that's pretty risky. 8 was not worth the risk. That means it still had the older cannon. Still took their chance. I'm running out of units now. Oh shit. Yeah, 2 helicopters that are... No, that's the one that was here, right. One helicopter running out of ammo, the other... Not sure what the hell it's doing. Can't even see it anymore. Okay, what exactly are we gonna do? We're gonna do something now. It's starting to be the time to put it into actual action. Otherwise we won't have time to do anything. This is something we can take from with the northern troops here. I don't need to move these guys to do it. These guys should move to get that flag. Disperse. Excellent. We don't need to do any kind of mad rushes here. We just need to move closer to the flag. There's quite a lot of smoke. Oops. Hello, Mr. Cobra. Nice meeting you. Yeah, if the Cobra actively starts defending this flag, there's not much we can do about it. At the same time, it can't retake anything. So... Shit! Don't take too many casualties. Don't retreat! Oh, you son of a bitch. The guy there had like a single shot and you could have easily taken it out. Easily. Ah, screw it, just harass it away. Now, this worked fairly well for us. I would imagine the Cobra will come to us. Right, what about you? Could go for the flag. Same here. There are definitely quite a few units here. Right. So I'm not sure how safe it is to try to go for that one. I'd like to see the area a little bit better. Shit, don't take casualties. Yeah, the building that's being destroyed wasn't exactly a thing that worked for us here. Ah, shit. Ah, shit. I could try to go and save their ass. Sort of think we should. There's some risk in it, but I still think we should. If we lose control of that unit, it's a big problem for us. Is that all? If so. No, definitely no. He can see targets there on the other side. Right. The infantry is not coming through. They'll try, but without the helicopter taking us out, they will not get through. There we go. Yeah, definitely has shots left. Like him to waste his rockets on infantry if at all possible. How in the hell could you take the flag without... Okay. Pattern. Yeah, that's gonna be a problem. Yeah. Fire at up. No. Holy shit, that's a miracle. Also impossible shots from the bunker, but whatever. Uh, the great thing about that was that because we had 4 weapons that could fire on it, we whipped it quite a bit. Also did some damage to it. So it retreated not once but 4 times. So it's retreated so much now. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's right here. It's still ready. 128 miles per hour. So it's ready, so it won't retreat. But if we could get something like that and have it basically have a little bit of a suppression on it, it would probably escape the battlefield. These guys have too good of a morale to do that. It'll still take, even if it flies back here, it's going to be moving so fast it can't achieve all that much. Still, nice. Did not expect that. It's probably, yeah, it's because it determines the initial point when the short shot starts determines which weapons can shoot at it. So it does just works out weirdly in the actual game mechanics. Right, we should move here, but it's a bit risky. But gotta do it. A tank without infantry support is not that type of a target. Especially if it's a tank, not an army of tanks. I'm expecting maybe some of the engineering rifle squads trying to get at us. Alternatively, we could go back north, try to fight it out there. And the helicopter is still active, so if I just stay here and do nothing, it's gonna come shoot its rockets at us in the open, and we're basically done. It's a waste of this unit. It might be better to just move on and hope we can still achieve something. Okay, what exactly is our tactic here then? There are locations without a doubt, you know. So it's gonna be very risky, sort of, no matter what we do. No, the helicopter was here. It might actually still be in this area, so I'm hesitant to move with this unit. Don't want to get spotted. We could move a recoilless in a location where it's shooting the pattern in the ass. It will more or less just force the pattern to do something, then just sit there and do nothing. That would be it. I think it's worth it. I don't want to fire now. We've moved so much. I just want to be in a position to fire. Be a similar situation here. If the tank is gonna keep pushing, well, we can actually fire now quite a few locations. Ooh, a lot of targets we can see. Too many. Problem is, yeah, we are seeing way too many targets. By fire, there's gonna be a decent amount of return fire. Could try to assault, it's very risky, but it might cause trouble for him. Yeah, no, didn't work. Not a huge surprise. I suppose I'm still in a fairly good position. No matter what happens here, we can do some sort of assault on the pattern. It'll probably kill the recoilless. It will very likely have 3 to 4 shots at maximum. And fire once. That is interesting. Something needs to suppress it before the recoilless starts firing. Any kind of casualties is better than the recoilless. Yeah, this is bad, but it's still better than the recoilless. The unit is in such a good condition it can still operate. They'll have 3 to 4 shots, so not a huge amount. I have a couple of shots. With any luck we could disable it or destroy it. There we go. I really like leaving the crew there. Shit, forgot about that again. Still we got the job done, that's good enough. Fuck you, Cobra and the Jeep. Oh, this unit is worthless now. I did not expect the Jeep. Also, why the hell am I rallying? Don't want to stay here. The Jeep can easily take this. Plus, on the positive side, we know that we have to do something or we're gonna lose this. Which isn't the worst possible thing to happen. I mean, we want it to happen though. Any unit here is pretty much worthless now, so move. Right. Oh, it's the end. We won. US Army 106, North Vietnam 1397. We lost a lot more men. Actually, we didn't. Right, we lost about 150 men and 2 machine gun AA batteries. They lost more than 200 men, 4 APCs and 7 tanks. That's a goddamn miracle. Still, even even the computer AI can use the helicopter somewhat effectively. Without proper anti-air capabilities, they're very hard to damage. Oh no. With a combat helicopter, it has a respectable armor on the front, but it doesn't really have any other armor. So you can still damage it. At close range, it's impossible not to drive it away. But with that, to do damage, you need something that can take on an APC, I feel. So not a huge gun by any means, but you still need something more than small arms. Anti-tank weaponry cannot be used against them. I'm not sure if it's different if they're landed, but that's unlikely to happen in a fighting mission like this. So I don't know. I feel you need proper anti-air. Yeah, I could harass the helicopters away so that they couldn't fight all that effectively, but their huge mobility also means that driving them 10 hexes away basically means nothing. It means that they'll likely have something like 1 shot less when they reach you and kill you. So it's something, and you might get the AI to fight with some shitty infantry unit, that doesn't matter, but it's still something you can't take on the helicopter alone. You need something that can do proper damage. and I feel the anti-air missiles are pretty much the only things can do it. I mean, the anti-air guns theoretically can, but that's, I think, only the case if we basically get to shoot at it something like 3 to 4 times without any kind of interruption. So pretty much zero suppression and no return fire. It's doable, but it's yeah, you pretty much have to have the anti-air gun be invisible until the point where it starts firing on the aircraft. And while that's possible, uh, that's considering how expensive even anti-air artillery is, I'm not sure if I would want to take that chance. I mean, you have to have mobility, that's the key. Anti-air gun on a shitty APC, for example, would be much better. At least when you're spotted, you can fire your shots and relocate somewhere else. Sort of use them as a sniper. If you cannot take down your target on their first shot, you need to get the hell out. Preferably even if you do, because they know where you are. So good luck trying to get another kill. More than likely they're going to just send some kind of a tank or some other thing to kill you, and that'll be it.